What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and today, my friends, we have an announcement, and I'm proud to say that I'm joining Hashtag United. And I haven't been a part of a pro organization in a couple years. When I started getting into YouTube a lot more and focusing on creating content, editing videos, building up an on-screen personality, I wasn't as focused in the pro scene. And before this year's installment, EA had never invested this type of content or build up or player profiles or finances or events, you name it. I finally feel as if FIFA has become or is becoming a true esport, as much popularity as this title's always had. Whether it's content production, whether it's just people playing the game, the sheer numbers, it was difficult to build up the competitive scene where people wanted to follow, oh, this is the best player, or what's happening with these tournaments. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. The first thing I wanted to say to you guys is how grateful I am to have the subscribers and the viewers and the consumers of my content. Because I would never be in a position right now where I'm still able to play FIFA, especially as many hours as you have to put in to really be involved in the competitive scene just over the weekend alone. I'm 27 years old, and without the support from you guys, I would have had to change my priorities. But seriously, I can't say thank you enough for everyone who's been a part of my channel over the last 3 years. It's just allowed me to create an avenue and really broadcast to everyone and build up skills that I didn't have. When I started making YouTube videos, I didn't study media. I didn't know how to edit videos. I wasn't sure what made sense for SEO or networking or what direction to go with my content. It's unbelievable when I review some of my early videos, and if you've been on the channel for a few years, well, I get technically 3 years, I believe, is when my channel actually started in terms of uploading content. I didn't do a face cam. I struggled to speak over the gameplay. I let the gameplay do all the talking. It would take me sometimes 7 or 8 attempts to do a voiceover, and I would cut a minute here, put another minute of the voiceover, link it together, so now we got 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes, and then 4 minutes. So one video could be 7 or 8 takes just because I wasn't that comfortable or confident with speaking, and I just didn't have a built-up skill set in terms of being able to talk to the camera or even talk behind the camera and be able to articulate the ideas or articulate what I need to say, what needs to be said for this tutorial, or what needs to be broadcasted for this video to make sense, or some of the points that I wanted to open up for dialogue. If you have any questions regarding competitive FIFA or questions about myself joining Hashtag United, put those in the comments down below. And I do want to talk for a little while here. This is a video format of a press release, because that's where we're at now. We're no longer just writing articles on websites, especially not with YouTube. We can broadcast myself in a room talking to you guys at home. Hopefully you feel like I might be in the room with you. I've received multiple offers from esports organizations as well as professional clubs. And I'm not going to go into any contractual details because, one, I think that's bad etiquette. I hate when people talk publicly about finances or what they got here, what they have there. I just don't think that's a good look, and it's in bad taste, in my opinion. Let's talk about Hashtag and what makes this organization or this movement so special, to the point that I would turn down joining professional clubs. It's more of a movement or joining a family to me, in a sense, and I don't want to use that word lightly, but when I look at all the players, you have what seems like a genuine friendship on the football team, and then in the esports world, I've known Yvonne for quite some time. I would consider him a good friend of mine. I've known Tass since 2013 or 2012, and Harry I've actually never met or spoken to. I mean, we interact on social mediums, and I'm proud that I can align with them, where I'm able to practice, and I feel that Spencer put together a bunch of people with great personalities to go with the ability to play at the highest level. And that's another major benefit to joining Hashtag, is that you're not just aligning your personal brand, but you're joining a brand that's dedicated towards FIFA, football, and esports. In a quick summary, I wanted to join a team that I knew was going to be innovative. I knew it was going to be a little bit different, where you had the personalities and the results. Many times in competitive gaming, you're only about the results at the tournaments, and that's where it stops. And I wanted something more dynamic, and Hashtag offers kind of the all of the above. And I know everyone that's a part of this organization wants to be successful. They're hungry. I know that everyone has major goals and they're not content, and I love it. The last point that I want to address before we hashtag it up is I want to talk about Vancouver briefly. I'm very happy to have qualified. That's my goal, to make sure that I'm able to get to as many LAN events as possible, because once you get to a LAN event, you can shake it up. You never know what your group's going to look like. And the way that this tournament is formatted, where you have that group stage where it's a single elimination basically. Well, I shouldn't say single elimination, but you play everybody once. So after 2 games, you probably have a good idea at what's happening. So it's all about bringing your top tier, your A game in those matchups, getting the bounce that has to happen. And I'm pumped. I haven't played in tournaments since 2015, where I did the World Series of Video Games. I won the North American qualifier, and then I also went to ESWC that year, where I got second in my group, and this was in Paris, France. And then I lost to August Rosemeyer in the knockout stages, and there's no shame. I didn't play bad either. I think I even hit the post in one of those games. That was like a big deciding factor. We played 2 legs, I remember, so shout out to August. But I wanted to discuss my accomplishments, because I never do this in my videos. I make a lot of tips and tutorials, but I never wanted to constantly put it out there that I've been to tournaments and that I've won a lot of events in the past, because I felt as if people did research, you get to know what I've done or what I've been interested in, or kind of my step by step. So I joined the competitive community a long time. I've been playing FIFA since 2004, and I would say I got into competitive FIFA around 2006. And I've been to 3 FIFA Interactive World Cups. I've been to an ESWC, a couple Virgin Gaming World Finals, 2 World Cyber Games World Finals. I've represented the US at IESF in a couple different world events. I did the World Series of Video Games that happened in the Maldives. I remember CGS. You guys were around for the TV show. Jeez, I actually did a couple different TV appearances. I was not ready. When I look back, it's pretty cringy. I had no idea what was going on in the media world and TV and post-production. I was, I think, 20 years old when I did one of those shows. Wow. Times have changed. But I just wanted to talk real brief about some of my past achievements or past events or past tournaments, because people that are on my channel that are subscribed right now have never heard me say anything about any of these events. And I felt with doing this announcement with Hashtag that there's not a better time than this type of video. But I appreciate all the support, man. I really do, everyone, and let's win some stuff, man. Hashtag it up. I have a lot more content coming for you ASAP.